the points guy.
I am.
Does everybody come to you asking, what's the best credit card to get?
Every single day, because that's the easiest way to bank miles and points, especially before, the holiday shopping season when people are going to be spending. So now's a really good time if you're thinking about getting a new card.
All right, so let's talk about what you describe on your website, on your blog, as the best cards to get. Let's start with number one.
I hate to say the best because, different cards
one
work
of
for
the
different.
best, okay.
The cards I'm, recommending today are no-brainers. They've got annual fees waived the first year. The number one card that I use the most is a Chase Sapphire Preferred. You get double points on travel and dining, so it's a good earning ratio. And part of travel includes New York City subway, parking, toll. So all of a sudden, you're starting to earn double the amount that most other cards give you.
Yeah, you go with the 40,000 points after you spend 3,000
exactly.
right in the first 3 months.
Exactly, and Chase allows you, with that program, to transfer to 11 different partners, or, if you don't want to bother with frequent flyer tickets, you can use it as $500 in cash to book any flight you want.
What about the Chase Business Inc. Plus card?
So that's something so many people don't realize. The business credit cards are often the most lucrative. So the Chase Inc. card gives 5 points per dollar spent on office supply stores. So this holiday season, buy gift cards at an office supply store with this Inc. Plus card, and you'll earn 5 points per dollar, which is one of the most lucrative cards out there. And you don't need to have a huge business. Even if you're starting a small business, you can use your Social Security number and apply for one of these cards as a sole proprietor.
Now, let's say you want to get your FICO score, right? I mean, to tell you how trustworthy you are and creditworthy you are. Yep. There's a card for that, too, right?
Absolutely. So a lot of scam companies out there will try to charge you $20 a month for credit monitoring, but actually the new Barclaycard Arrival Plus, it's going to also give you 40,000 points after 3,000 spend. It'll give you the free FICO score. And the cool thing about this card is you can use it to wipe off any travel charge. So you can take an Uber, pay for it, earn the points on it, and then you just wipe off travel-related charges off of your statement. So
now, I'm glad you mentioned travel, because there's also a card that you recommend currently for those that do a lot of traveling and want a lot of travel benefits, right?
Exactly.
This is a Chase card, too.
So you need to have a card that has no foreign transaction fees. If you travel abroad, a lot of cards charge 3%, which negates the value of any points earned. So actually, all three of the cards today that I've talked about have no foreign transaction fees. And actually, the Barclaycard Arrival Plus is the only one with chip and PIN capability. So if you're in Paris trying to use one of those kiosks, in Europe, they really, you need to have the chip. And the Barclaycard Arrival Plus has actual PIN technology, so at an unmanned station, you can get those train tickets without having to wait in line.
What's the biggest obstacle for people getting these kinds of cards?
I think people balk at the annual fee, right? $95 after the first year. But when you're, when you crunch it and you look at how much money you spend and in what categories, it absolutely can make sense to get a card. The Chase Sapphire Preferred actually has primary auto insurance on car rental, so it'll save you $20, $30 a rental. So even if you do it a couple times a year, it's easy to get back that annual fee value as long as you know how to maximize the perks.
I can tell why you're a very popular